Good morning, class 11th. Today I am going to explain the next thermodynamic process named reversible and irreversible process. First of all, we explain or we will study about this reversible process. What is reversible process? To understand this process, suppose a gas is filled in this cylinder and this cylinder is fitted with a frictionless piston. This is the frictionless piston, and in this container gas is filled. Now this piston, on this piston we will place some pile of sand. हमने यहाँ पर कुछ sand जो है वो place कर दी, sand को रख दिया है. Now we observe here that suppose the pressure exerted by the gas on this piston named as internal pressure. When the gas exerts pressure on this piston, that pressure is called as internal pressure, and this internal pressure is now equal to the pressure applied on this gas by the piston, weight of piston, pile of sand, or the external atmospheric pressure. This pressure is now termed as the external pressure. This is called as the external pressure, and this pressure is overall combined pressure which is exerted by the weight of the piston plus the pile of sand plus the atmospheric pressure. Clear? Now in this cylinder a gas is filled. This cylinder is fitted with a frictionless piston. On this piston we have placed some pile of sand. Sand को हमने pile means ढेर की form में इसके ऊपर रख दिया है. Now it was observed that the overall combined pressure which is applied by the piston, weight of the piston, the pile of the sand, and the atmospheric pressure, that is called as external pressure, is equal to the internal pressure which is exerted by this gas on the piston. So in this case it is found that the external pressure is now equal to the internal pressure. Both pressures are now equal. In this state we can say that now the process is in equilibrium. In this condition or in this state we can say that the process is now equilibrium, because the amount of internal pressure exerted by the gas on the piston is equal to amount of external pressure, which is a combined pressure of weight of piston plus sand plus atmospheric pressure. Now in this case the system is said to be in equilibrium. So under this condition it was observed that this piston will never move. जो piston है यहाँ पर, it is not able to move at all. It means if the piston is not moving, it means the system is in equilibrium. Now if we remove one particle of sand from here, अगर हम यहाँ से sand के particle को remove करते हैं, then what will happen? The pressure exerted by the gas on the piston is now greater as compared to this external pressure, क्योंकि हमने यहाँ से weight को reduce कर दिया. ठीक है? When some particle of sand are removed from here, the external pressure is now become lesser as compared to the internal pressure. Therefore now gas start hitting this piston. As a result, volume of this gas increases. Now we can say that in this case volume of the gas increases means the gas expands. जो गैस है वो क्या हो जाएगा? एक्सपेंड हो जाएगा. लेकिन जो एक्सपेंशन होगा, this expansion is very small, or we can say that this expansion is extremely small. Clear? How small it is? It is so small that इक्विलिब्रियम इज मेंटेन इमीडिएटली. जैसे पार्टिकल को रिमूव किया, गैस के पार्टिकल्स में प्रेशर अप्लाई किया, यहाँ से जो वॉल्यूम है वो क्या हो जाएगा? इंक्रीज. गैस अंडर को एक्सपेंशन. सिमिलरली एट दिस पॉइंट इट वाज ऑब्जर्व दैट इक्विलिब्रियम इज आल्सो अटेन्ड इमीडिएटली. जो इक्विलिब्रियम है वो जल्दी से जल्द यहाँ पर रीस्टोर हो जाएगा. सो सच अ चेंज इज एक्सट्रीमली वेरी स्मॉल. नाउ इफ़ द पार्टिकल ऑफ सैंड इज़ अगेन रिप्लेस्ड हियर, अगर हम इस सैंड के पार्टिकल को वापस रखेंगे, then the volume of the gas कम्स टू ओरिजिनल फॉर्म मीन्स अगर हम दोबारा से इसके ऊपर सैंड की जो पार्टिकल रिमूव की तो उसको वापस से रख दिया है, इन दैट केस द गैस रिटर्न टू इट्स ओरिजिनल वॉल्यूम। ठीक है, अगर जो ओरिजिनल वॉल्यूम पे आएगी देन अगेन इट विल restore its equilibrium immediately. By the continuous removal of the particles of sand, gas can be allowed to undergo finite expansion, and each step in this expansion is very small. जो हम यहाँ से गैस को एक्सपेंशन शो करते हैं बार बार पार्टिकल्स को रिमूव करके या पार्टिकल्स को ऐड करके रिपीटेडली, तो उसके से जो भी चेंजेस आते हैं एक्सपेंशन से या वॉल्यूम के रिगेनिंग से, दीज चेंजेस आर अगेन एक्सट्रीमली वेरी स्मॉल. सो इन ऑल द केसेस और एट ऑल द टाइम्स द इक्विलिब्रियम इज रीस्टोर्ड इमीडिएटली. इन दिस केस एट ऑल द टाइम इक्विलिब्रियम इज रीस्टोर्ड इमीडिएटली, साथ साथ हमारा जो इक्विलिब्रियम है वो यहाँ पर अटेन हो जाएगा. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज रिवर्सिबल प्रोसेस. दिस प्रोसेस इज टर्म्ड एज रिवर्सिबल प्रोसेस. सो फॉर द रिवर्सिबल compression on this cylinder, it was observed that the external pressure is equal to internal pressure plus some extra pressure. Now because the gas is now compressible, compress किया तो कुछ extra pressure apply किया, that extra pressure is called as dP. Clear? Now if the gas undergo reversible expansion, compression takes place when we add some extra particles of sand, and expansion takes place when we remove the particle of sand from this piston. Now in this case it was observed that the external pressure now become equal to internal pressure. एक्सपेंशन हुआ है तो जो एक्स्ट्रा प्रेशर हमने अप्लाई किया था वो प्रेशर यहाँ से डिक्रीज़ हो चुका है, तो माइनस यहाँ पर क्या आ जाएगा dP. सो बाय कंबाइनिंग दीज टू टर्म्स द ओवरऑल रिएक्शन फॉर दिस रिवर्सिबल प्रोसेस can be written as, now in this case external pressure is equal to internal pressure with small decrease or increase in the external pressure. जो आउटसाइड से प्रेशर हमने एक्स्ट्रा अप्लाई किया है वो चाहे हमने सैंड की हेल्प से या फिर एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर की हेल्प से, उसको हमने डीपी से इंडिकेट कर दिया. प्लस और माइनस मीन्स इंक्रीज़ और डिक्रीज़. अगर इंक्रीज़ करते हैं इट मीन्स गैस अंडर कंप्रेशन, अगर इसको माइनस करते हैं इट मीन्स गैस इज़ नाउ अंडरगोइंग एक्सपेंशन. अगर इसको हमने इंक्रीज़ किया है इट मीन्स अब हमने जो सैंड के पार्टिकल्स थे पिस्टन के ऊपर उनका नंबर इंक्रीज़ कर दिया है. अगर ये माइनस dP है इट मीन्स यहाँ से हमने सैंड के पार्टिकल्स को रिमूव कर दिया. सो दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज रिवर्सिबल. सेकेंड इज irreversible. Now this process is not carried out slowly, but this process is carried out rapidly. As we know, reversible process takes place very slowly up to infinite slow time, but in this case this process takes place very rapidly. So in this case there will be a difference between driving force and the अपोजिंग फोर्सेस. जो भी ड्राइविंग फोर्स हमने अप्लाई किया और जो अपोजिंग फोर्सेस होंगे गैस के इंटरनल प्रेशर से, देयर विल बी क्वाइट लार्ज डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज टू टर्म्स. सो दिस रिवर्सिबल प्रोसेस takes infinite time for completion, whereas this irreversible process take some finite time for completion, some fixed time for completion. These processes are totally imaginary and cannot be achieved in the actual practice, whereas irreversible processes are actually happening in nature. In this case work done is or work obtained in this process is maximum. In this case work obtained is not maximum, but in this case some amount of work is always obtained. Next thermodynamic term is the internal energy. Next term is the internal energy. What is internal energy? Internal energy is that energy that must be stored in a substance or in a system. Energy stored in a system is called as internal energy, and this energy appears in the form of heat, light or work when a system undergo energy change. Suppose we have some physical or some chemical change. During this physical or chemical change, it was observed that the system undergoes some energy changes, and these energy changes are obtained when we apply some heat, some light or electricity. Energy in the form of heat, light or electricity or in the form of any kind of work is done. In that case energy change will be obtained. So these energies are of different types, such as electrical energy, called as capital E small e, nuclear energy or the chemical energy. It is some of potential energy as well as kinetic energy. So in overall we can say that this internal energy U or internal energy E is some of different types of energy, such as electrical energy, nuclear energy, chemical energy, potential energy, kinetic energy, which is further some of translation energy or vibration energy or the rotation energy. So in overall we can say that this internal energy is the sum of these different kinds of energy and is always stored in the system. So no doubt for every substance it is found that the energy associated with or the system associated with definite amount of energy. In case of every system or in case of every substance, it was observed that they possess some definite amount of energy. Clear? But it is not possible for us to find the absolute value of energy. It is not possible to find the absolute value of energy, which involves the various quantities. So it cannot be easily measured. That's why, fortunately, this absolute value is also not required. This absolute value is also not required because when a system undergo change, the requirement is that we should note the change in the internal energy. When the system undergo any kind of change having different amount of energy, in that case we will notice the change in the internal energy. Means when the reactant changes into product or when the system changes its path from initial state to the final state, तो उस केस में सिर्फ हमें रिएक्टेंट और प्रोडक्ट की एनर्जी की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी, या फिर इनिशियल स्टेट टू फाइनल स्टेट जब कन्वर्जन होगा तो हमें सिर्फ दोनों की स्टेट की एनर्जी का चेंज रिक्वायर होगा, हमें यहाँ पर एनर्जी की एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू रिक्वायर नहीं होगी. दैट्स वाई दीज चेंजेस इन एनर्जी कैन बी written as delta U or delta E. Delta means change in the energy when the system changes from reactant to product or changes its path from initial to final state. Suppose U1 is the initial state of system and U2 is the final state of the system. Therefore, in this case, the internal energy change can be written as delta U and is equal to U2 minus U1. Suppose if we have a reaction having reactants and products. Suppose UR is the energy of reactant and UP is the energy of product. Therefore, delta U in this case is equal to energy of product minus energy of reactant. So, in all these cases, the internal energy of a system changes. Internal energy of a system changes when heat passes in or out of the system. Heat is taken by the system or it is given by the system. Second, in this case, energy changes takes place when work is done on the system or by the system. Third case, when the matter enters or leaves the system. Therefore, internal energy of a system changes when heat is given by the system or it is taken by the system. Work is done on the system, work is done by the system. Matter enters the system or matter leaves the system. So that's why energy is also considered as a state function. Internal energy is also considered as state function because it will depend only on the state of system under the conditions of temperature and pressure and is independent of the method by which that state was obtained. किस state जो भी हमारे पास सिस्टम की स्टेट चेंज एनर्जी अप्लाई करने से वो उसके पाथ के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं करेगा. दैट विल डिपेंड्स ओनली ऑन द इनिशियल एंड फाइनल स्टेट ऑफ द सिस्टम. क्लियर?